Hi, I'm Travis Wertz of Wertz Machine Works, and I just want to do a basic walk around of a TW-90 and its features. So, of course, here we have TW-90, vertical and horizontal grinder. So, since I flipped it, you can see a few things in this view. So this is the little latch, which of course is the latch that locks it in the vertical and horizontal position. This is a safety lock, just for added security. Now, I tend to find that I like to be on the left side of the machine with my right arm on the latch, my left arm on the handle here to flip it. Let that snap in and then snug this handle. I also like to turn this handle to where when I loosen it and when I tighten it, I don't have to go a full revolution. That makes things a lot easier. So I'm going to loosen this handle and I'm going to flip the machine horizontal, and now I'm going to flip it back and I'm going to lock it. Now, if you come over here a little bit further, we'll see here's our tracking. So here's the tracking knob, and now obviously the machine is not running or even has a belt, but as you're looking at me turning this tracking knob, maybe you can see this spring compress. And so as you see, well, you go, wonder what's actually going on there. Well, what we're going to do is let's take a little look at the top of the machine here. So we follow around and this little bolt here. Now as I kind of hold a finger there for reference, maybe you can see something moving. And well, that's because that's the axis of rotation for the tracking. And that's one thing that makes the tracking very positive, very accurate. And as we look, following from that bolt, we see this tab. Well, here's the bolt that's the other end of that spring. That's a return spring. Now, I have very few problems with machines, but one thing that a person ought to look for when they very first get the machine is to look that this arm is straight. I have had a few instances where I don't know how tall the truck that they pushed it out of was, but this plate had acquired a bend in shipping. And so that's one thing upon receipt of a machine to check, is that everything's nice and straight. That's the only thing I've ever had bend on a machine. But you can see how that tracking mechanism works, and it makes a very positive tracking machine. As I mentioned, the tracking, well, here's the tension, the belt tension. And most machines will actually track with this idler. I do not. I want to have no play in the machine, so the idler is just the tensioning wheel. And now you see there's no spring engaging here. But as I duplicate a belt, you see, okay, the ratchet now engages. And so I'm going to go ahead and add a component, and we'll just throw the contact wheel in here because it gives me one more chance to demonstrate that I push the component all the way in. I put my belt on, I pull it out all the way, I hold about 1/4 inch, and I push into my thumb. Again, it makes it easy to get my belt on and off, and I'm going to go ahead and push to where I feel the slack come out, 1 to 2 clicks. Now, if you come and view over on my other side, you see, well, I've done screwed up the tracking something fierce, but we'll go ahead and take a look on that. I would never run the machine like this, but I'm not running the machine. As I get my tracking, well, we'll go ahead and turn it on, and I'll bring my tracking back over. So you see that was the tracking knob, and that's what it did. Now that we're back over on this side, we'll take a look at this assembly, and this took a little bit of figuring, but what I find cool is the spring that engages the ratchet is also what pulls the belt tension. So the ratchet doesn't engage until there's belt tension. And that's why I mentioned almost like the show tune. Well, shit, never mind. Anyway, about 2 clicks past tight, or 2 clicks once the slack has come out is typically sufficient. Belts do stretch, and sometimes another click is added. But so that's the tensioning and turning this back on. Now, a few words on this controller. These controllers have been great. This is a variable frequency drive. This is a 3-phase motor. No, you don't need 3-phase power to run this machine. there is some magic that takes place in this box, and it inputs 110 single phase power, which is what I'm plugged into. So I'm running this machine on 110 through a long dinky extension cord for these videos. And granted, it'd be nice to not run through, but that's what I'm running on currently. So you can run on 220 single phase, you can run on 110 single phase, although one thing with the 110 single phase is they do not like to be run on a GFCI outlet. So if you have GFCI circuit protectors, whatnot in line, then yeah, you're going to have to move them or find another outlet. There is a momentary on this switch. You see, it doesn't turn on until I push up. And yeah, you'd be surprised how many times that gets unnoticed, that there is a momentary to turn the machine on. So I literally run every TW-90 and have run every single TW-90 that's ever shipped. And one thing that I add on these machines within the box is I set the zero speed to be the slowest, safe, runnable speed for the electronics, meaning if I run it a whole lot slower, the fan can't keep up with the motor, or, well, bad things happen. So this is the slowest speed, and we still have decent torque, even at this slow speed. So there's a whole lot of tool rest stuff to go through, but I just wanted to do the base walk around of the machine itself, the TW-90 itself, and we'll get into a lot other videos with the platen contact wheel, small wheel attachment, especially the tool rest assembly. But this is just a simple walk around of the machine and its basic functions.